Oh my goodness. So yeah, like I just got a whole little signal thing saying it's like a lagging or it's fairly good. The connection's fairly good. Hey everybody. So we're dealing with some technical difficulties and things like that, but I have friends with me tonight to celebrate my 7-year anniversary on YouTube. Oh my goodness. What is this craziness? If you don't know, I'm Steph from Steph's Romance Book Talk. I'm celebrating tonight with friends, and I'm super excited to do this. And I have some fun things planned.
I'm scared.
Okay, I thought this was just gonna be a chill hangout. Now, what you gonna spring on us, Steph?
Well, just a little something. Just a little something. So I don't know if you guys have watched any of my
set up now.
Any of my videos lately, but I had been putting out that I had a form in my description box that I was doing a 7-year celebration, and I had some people drop some questions, and some authors and some popular authors, popular book titles and things like that. And I will be pushing us to the side in a little bit, and we're going to do like a wheel of discussion based on the stuff that they dropped in those forms for me.
Good idea.
So we're just going to have a little lively discussion. Just as a disclaimer, everyone's opinions are their own opinions, and it's not, and we're all equal to have whatever opinion we want to have. This is a free country. Well, sort of. But we're going to talk about that.
What are these questions mean? Am I going to get canceled on BookTube because of these questions?
No, these are all... Yes, these are all bookish questions. So there won't be any no real political questions. Maybe some unpopular opinions about books and authors and things like that. So we should have a lively discussion. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys up for it?
I'm 100% off for it.
I mean, I'm here, right? I'm here, so I kind of have to
have my Goodreads open because I immediately all titles and authors go out of my brain, so I have Goodreads.
Oh, good idea. Good idea.
Well, for those that are just coming to the channel that may have seen me on TikTok, because I did sort of promo this and was like, hey, in my stories, I'm doing something different. If you wanted to see me in a different sort of realm, because for the last couple of days, I've been sort of teasing over there or discussing over there the different platforms and things like that, because the massive BookTube drama or book talk drama, not BookTube, book talk drama that was going on has, stirred in me some questions of, what other platforms people are on and things like that. But before I get ahead of myself, I should ask my guests to introduce themselves because, not everyone knows everyone. So, Bree, would you start us off and tell us where you're at and everything like that?
Sure. So I am Bree, and my channel is In Love and Words. And I just wanted to say, Steph was one of the very first people to ever reach out to me when I started my channel. Steph and Bree, they reached out to me and had me join this romance tuber book chat. And it was the first time I ever felt that sense of community. So I will forever, that's a big reason why I'm here, is I will forever be grateful to you for making me feel like it's such a big part of this community. But yeah, I talk about romance books on my channel. Mostly I read some nonfiction and stuff like that. And I read majority contemporary romance. That's me.
Hello, everyone.
Charles.
My name is Charles. My channel name is Books on Stereo. I read romance as well as other genres as well. I have really loved Steph's videos, the weekly wrap-ups. Anytime you would drop one of your experimental videos, I'd be like, Steph, what are you doing right now? Hold up. Who's gonna give my spice rating? Who's gonna let me know what's going on with these books? Because it is hard out here. The Steam fan, it's hard out here. I'm doing keywords to search on reviews, hot, steamy. I'm like, why don't these reviewers properly let me know what's going on in these books? So I'm aware, but I absolutely love your content. We've become really great friends since I can't remember when we first met. I think we met through Bree, and I joined the romance group chat as well. So I just appreciate having you as a friend. I love your content. I'm so excited to be here on your channel celebrating your 7th anniversary, and yeah, I can't wait to drag you a little bit too as well.
Ooh.
Charles,
I was just about to say my roast king. This is probably going to turn into a roast. Everyone, just be prepared for it.
She's
feelings.
She's channeling her pettiness right now through me.
My feelings are ready for it, so no worries.
Oh no, no.
Monique.
Okay, so my name is my channel is called Monique's Book List. I am all over the place. I mainly read murder mysteries and also romance. What I contribute to Book Talk is I talk about and I review cookbooks. I do all types of cookbooks. I'm currently reviewing, if you can see over this shoulder, my wig head also. You can see the wig head over there. But it's like the 20 most anticipated cookbooks of 2022 right now. That's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, so I met Steph a long time ago. I have only been active on Booktube for the last 3 years, but I have been following Stephanie since, I don't know, it was been a minute. I remember her. She sit on her couch and she had a tiny little fro, and she would talk about her romance books. And I'm not gonna lie, this is how I found Stephanie. I literally typed in Black Girls Romance and just searched on YouTube, and she was the only one that popped up. I'm not BSing. The only one that popped up. And then she and I got really close recently. I would say in the last couple of years. Like we kind of have a lot in common, like kids and husband kind of thing in common. And the one thing I could say about Stephanie, that I appreciate the most about Stephanie, is she shows up for you in any way you need her. And why am I getting emotional? It's too early. But Stephanie supports and shows up for her friends in so many ways, and I appreciate it. So when she asked me to be a part of this, I was like, I ain't missing it. My husband was like, we can go to dinner. Listen, my girl Stephanie wants to talk to me. Okay? I'm showing up. Okay? So he's downstairs with the little one, and he's probably gonna be mad, but that's okay.
Worth it.
Yes, 100%.
So have you guys seen the TikTok? I forgot what it was, where like wife asks her husband, like, would you choose me in a room of girls? And he says, like, depends on the girls. And she just freaks out and is like, he said, like, if this room full of fools, would you expect me to pick you too? And she's like, yeah. He's like, no.
Oh my God. Did he get hit?
He should get hit. He should
Right?
definitely get hit.
That's the face right there.
Yes.
On the shoulder.
Like when he said like his celebrity crushes would be in this room with his wife, he's like, are you expecting me to like choose you over like Doja Cat or like some other artist? He's like, I was like, oh my goodness. I'm like, that's good in the marriage right there. But
yes.
It's funny though.
Fun fact, my husband has no celebrity crushes. Not one.
Yeah, I don't know that my husband does either.
Yeah, isn't it? I find it odd. No, I'll be like, do you think? I take it back.
What?
I think he would leave me for Salma Hayek. I'm pretty sure she could take my husband, and I would say to her, congratulations, because she is a baddie, and I would be his side. I would be her side chick. Listen.
That's why I laughed. I was like, I kind of see his point.
Yeah.
I kind of see his point. I'll be happy for you. Live your best life.
Yes. Just let me over, for dinner. I just want to hang out with Salma, So, yeah. I think that's the only one. But my husband is such a quiet person.
My husband's list is the same.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's some on his list that I'm like, okay. Yep. We agree.
I get it. I get it. Yeah.
I get it.
I get it. Yeah.
All right. I need to check and see if I'm actually live.
We are.
Am I signed in Goodreads?
Is it up?
Goodreads.
Yeah, it's up.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
can you guys tell?
Cool.
I can't.
I have
tell.
another
I don't
screen
have to
open,
worry
just
about the
muted.
echo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it on
That way I don't have to
the
do the echo thing
YouTubes?
like that.
It's on the
Yeah, it
YouTube.
should be.
I'm also probably the oldest person in the room right now. So.
No. Remember, we about the same.
Oh, that's
We's
right.
about
That's
the
right. That's
same.
right. That's right. That's right.
We's the same.
Yes.
But see, you got me right because I came back from swim practice and I had turned off my computer, so I had to like turn it all back on and stuff like that. And that's probably another reason why I'm lagging. But but the kiddo wanted crumble cookies, and where his swim practice was, he was like, he got in the car and was like, so we're gonna go eat crumble, right? And I'm like, I'm supposed to be live, and he's like, that's in an hour, so we gonna go get crumble, right?
That's not how the story goes.
Oh my goodness.
I hopped in the car and was like, crumble? Like, as a suggestion. Not
As
like,
a
oh, we're going to
suggestion.
crumble. Like,
Yeah. And,
Oh,
I don't know if you guys have seen
corrected.
the yes, very much so corrected. I have a young man now. It's scary and saddening, and hurts my heart
Oh.
because
Getting
he's
tall.
5'8", 5'8", probably a little taller than that because it seems like he grows every single time I look at him.
Oh my goodness.
Got a little mustache going, got a little hair under the arms. Yes, I am telling all his business.
All of a sudden, we just see your Wi-Fi connection drop out.
Yes.
I told you I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm hardwired.
Oh, okay.
It's easier. Just pull the cord.
Unplug.
That's even easier.
I
Yeah.
know it's easier to do.
I don't know what happened, Mom.
So Bree and Monique, how are the kids? How's life with them? Everyone's pretty much back open, and are we back to schools now? Well, we're in summer, but when school was back in, are we back to schools and things?
Yeah, the girls went back to school, and it's summer now. We went to Georgia in the beginning of June, so they were very excited about that because we hadn't really gone anywhere for a while. Yeah, they're doing good.
Good.
That's
My
good.
little one is a year round. She goes to school year round right now.
Okay.
So she is still in school. Well, she technically
Okay.
is in therapy. My little girl has autism, and she goes to a therapy center. And every time me and Stephanie talk, I'm like, she's blossoming, like literally before my eyes. Like, she's so funny. So she is probably the funniest person I know. So this morning, she's in the bathroom and she's sitting on the toilet with the seat down and holding her iPad in front of her little toys. And I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, they haven't seen this episode.
Oh.
I was just like, you are hilarious. I was like, why in the bathroom though? She goes, lighting. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
She is so like her little personality. I tell people this all the time. I was scared, like completely scared. But this therapy center and just her natural intellect, she's just blossoming. So she's really, really good. She's excited about vacation coming up too. So yeah, she's good.
Yeah, the right school and the right environment makes such a
that's
difference. I was so lucky to find
Yes.
a good school for the girls that
Yeah.
you pay attention to them and they notice things that maybe I wouldn't have. and
Yeah.
It's
Yes. I tell people all the time, do not be afraid. Like if you feel anything is not where you think it should be, talk to someone. Early childhood intervention has been the biggest game changer for us. So, a lot of people wish they had this earlier, like 5 and 10 years ago. But yeah, we're blessed. She's incredibly intelligent and loving. And it's about to walk in, I think. But she's good. Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That is awesome. All right, so first wheel pick is coming up right now, so let's do that. Let me add it too. Alrighty, so the wheel should be coming up. There it is. So these are all the things that people have submitted. We have authors, we have questions, and everything like that. So let's pick our first discussion question. Here we go.
This should be interesting because I think we have pretty different tastes among us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Exactly.
Oh.
I haven't
Alrighty,
read
looks
any
like we're
Kate
going to be talking about Kate Stewart.
This
Wait,
is me
you
looking it up right now.
You
I feel like I have.
I think I've read one book of hers.
I read the
Really?
I read the first 2 books in the Ravenhood series by her.
okay?
Oh, so the guy on the right, I
So-
hated. I hated the guy on the right with a passion.
Yeah.
I have been wanting to ask you why you hated that book for so long.
This is
so
good. This
just
is
a little-
good.
yeah, exactly, right? Just a little history. I hold on, let me pop that out, get us all back. So I have actually read pretty much everything Kate has written except for maybe like her first 2 books, and then I have not read the Finish Line, which is the 3rd book in the Ravenhood series, but I did read Flock and that 2nd book. You can tell how I feel
read
about
those
that. But I love her. I love Kate. Don't get me wrong. I love Kate.
I feel you can love the author and not like all of their books. Like,
That's fair.
Exactly. So, yeah, but I have wanted to know why you didn't like the guy on the right for a long time.
So my biggest issue with it was I didn't like how the guy was the I'm not like other guys guy. He was he gave me so many vibes of the guy that was like, that would be like mad if you don't like him because he's the nice guy. Like, I'm the nice guy, you should like me. You know those guys? Like that was the vibe, that were the vibes I was getting. And I was like, and he was slut shaming his friend and didn't like that. But I heard that the 2nd book is about his friend. So I am going to be reading that one because I heard that it's good.
Okay.
All
right. Yeah, I guess, since I didn't like the 2nd book.
Oh, that
the
still
Ravenhood
sounds salty.
A lot of people liked the first book. I feel like I really thought I was going to like it too because I tend to like what most people like, but he rubbed me the wrong way.
I haven't read any Kate Stewart, so I can't comment.
Literally, me either. I thought it was Katie Roberts. Sorry.
Oh.
No, I just looked. I was like, I looked through my Goodreads. Like, am I sure I haven't read any Kate Stewart? I'm like, nope. I own a lot of her books, but I haven't read any of them.
Yeah, Steph, I think you and I are
audiobooks.
opposites.
So
yeah, I think you and I are opposites when it comes to her books because I read Flock and Exodus, and Flock I was like, it's good, and it really made me want to read the next book. I loved the next book, and I know a lot of people hated it because of what happens in it, but I didn't like the guys that she was with in the first book. So most people disagree with me. It's fine.
Well, I'm pretty sure I put both of them in a reading vlog or maybe something like that when I first read them because I ARC read them too. So
really?
Yeah. And then I didn't ARC read Finish Line because I was so mad. I was so mad at Exodus. I was like, no, I'm done.
Like, I love this.
Like, I'm done.
Have you've met Kate, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I've also
all
met
right.
her, so.
Who hasn't she met?
Yes, that is a fair question.
That just has like a secret list of like all the authors' phone numbers.
Yes.
Emails. Like, I got
She got her little black book of authors.
She's like, girl, I'm gonna talk to you next week. All right, I'm bringing the camera. That's Stephanie.
So, funny story, right? So the first time I met Kate was she was supposed to be at a signing, and then we found out that we weren't. I was gonna be there, but she wasn't. She ended up not going. So then she reached out and was like, "Hey, there is this one that is happening. It's gonna be real small and quaint and stuff like that, but it's gonna be happening at this winery that's about 2.5 hours away from me." And I was like, I will be there. I walked in and walked up to her table and was like, "Hello, Miss Kate." And she was like, and we like hugged, and you
That
know,
is so
it,
that is so
it's
awesome.
it's been a girl crush thing ever since. So
Aw, that's dope.
yeah.
The finish line
Alrighty,
is about
so-
like is about someone else entirely, right? Like it, or
No, the finish line is
it's
about the two that end
Oh.
Exodus.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I mean, I was so angry with it. I was like, excuse me, you were supposed in Flock. She like gave me this like menage couple, you know, like triple thing, thruple
Mm.
thing going on. And I was like, okay, yes, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. And then she made them both douchebags in Exodus, and I was like, and then something significant happens, and I was like, I'm really just out. No.
I enjoy the significant thing. The significant thing is my favorite part.
That is too funny. You're like, that significant thing is what put me over on that. Yes, thumbs up, go, yes. Too funny. Alrighty, let's do another one.
Oh,
It started off with a bang.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, I have some controversial ones in here, so it's
I'm
gonna
ready.
get real. Ooh-wee. Oh no, this is a pretty easy one.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, what's your favorite spot to read?
Oh, that's hard for me.
Do I have one?
So there's
I
a
feel
little
like
bit
when
of
you're
a
an
lag.
audiobook reader, it's like everywhere.
It's
Anywhere and
everywhere.
everywhere.
Like when you're in the shower, have your phone
Yes,
outside the shower, in your car with
yes.
the Bluetooth, with the
Yes.
earbuds. I'm like, where haven't I?
What?
Yes.
That's why they make earbuds.
Okay,
That's why
yes.
they make earbuds.
You
get
have
some
to when
earbuds,
stuff
Yes.
gets
put a,
steamy in romance
shower
audiobooks.
cap
I'm like,
on over
hey,
your ears.
if only I listened to thrillers where I only had to worry about people getting murdered or something. Some people go like, oh, whatever. He's just watching
Something like
money or
fluffy like
something.
that.
Just light and fluffy. Yes. Something fun. He stabbed him repeatedly.
Right.
That is too funny. Oh my goodness. Why can't I do my banners? I'm like, okay.
What's the weirdest face? Okay, so my favorite thing to do, it's not my favorite thing to do, but it happens all the time, is my phone
Mhm.
automatically connects when I get in the car, and it's always in the middle of a sex scene. It is always in the middle of a sex scene.
Every time.
Yes, every time. I always put my daughter's earmuffs on her, like her little headphones, right before she gets in the car, because I'm like, you about to hear something about a penis, a
You don't
vagina.
have to keep that from you.
Yes.
But why is it that we always stop? Like, I find that's always the part where I stop my audiobooks and pick it
Yes.
up later.
Yes.
Right
'Cause
when
it's-
things
I
are
know
getting
you
steamy,
should
I'm like,
learn
okay, no,
from
let's
our
wait.
Yes. For me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm weird. So I want to savor it. I want to hear it when at the right, when I'm by myself, so I can be like, oh girl. Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, he did girl. Yes.
Right?
And then my phone won't my car won't let me be great. It's always like, nope, we're telling the world you're a freak.
Right.
We're just telling everybody you're out here reading about penises and vaginas.
You guys, the first time I ever listened to 50 Shades of Grey, my dog is bursting in. The first time I ever listened to 50 Shades of Grey on audio, I was listening to it at work. Hi.
Hey.
Hello. I was listening
It's
to
like, hi,
50 Shades of Grey at work,
princess.
and
Hi, princess.
my earbuds came out, and it started playing in the middle of a sex scene at work in front of everybody. And she was in the middle of saying like higher and higher and higher. And I was
Oh my god.
At that point,
You
I
know,
would just
that's
walk away and
interesting.
say, that's not my phone.
like, who is that?
What's funny is I'm not a fan of that audiobook at all
No, I hate
whatsoever.
it.
Although
It's
I
so
am
very
about to
irritating.
do a reread of it though.
Mhm.
So did
One
something
moment,
happen?
guys. No, my little girl.
Oh, okay.
Say good night.
For some reason.
Night night. Mwah. I love you.
Aw.
Thank you. That was my hubby.
Yeah.
She's not happy. She wants me to read her a book. She's a big reader too, so it's really interesting.
That's
I love it. Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. Am I changing things in the middle of the show? Yes, I am.
I was like, what is Steph doing?
So, Princess, just to catch you up, not sure if you were watching or not, but we have been I have like this wheel of discussion questions, and we've been answering those. You have come in the favorite spot discussion. Favorite spot to read. Oh my goodness, I need to clarify myself because I forgot who we're talking about. But before you answer the question, introduce yourself so everyone that is watching can know who you are and where to find you and stuff.
Okay. Hi, I'm Princess. I am not shy whatsoever. I know I'm coming off that way, and that's only because I'm in somebody else's shit and not my own. So, you can find me on YouTube at my Booktube channel, which is called Castle Library. Princess Castle Library. Library of books. You know what I mean? And I'm on Instagram, not as much, and I'm on Twitter, definitely not as much with that cesspool of hate. So, yeah, that's who I am and where you can find me. Do I need to say anything else, or is that good?
Can I say your braids are amazing?
Oh, fine.
Yes,
you're welcome.
Yes,
they're old.
I miss having braids so much.
Yeah, I'm lazy.
So much.
I do my hair, ain't got time.
I feel you.
Oh, alrighty. So, and the question is your favorite spot to read. Where do you like to read?
Right here. Right here. In this very seat.
In the library.
Right here. In my library, in my office. I do a lot in this office. I read, I edit. I'm a gamer, so I play video games in here. If I'm not in here, then I'm in the living room, but I'm rarely in there. So I'm always in here. Most of the time I'm in here.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Congratulations on your bookversary, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so hopefully this doesn't super lag. Alrighty. Next question. Alrighty. Let's talk about some
drama.
Authors that we have, popular authors that we haven't read. Yes, the drama. The drama. So this question is really funny because there's some actual popular authors that are coming up in the list and things like that. That I'm sure, because we've already figured out that we all don't read the same thing. And Princess down there definitely doesn't read as like I do. As a matter of fact, she doesn't even like romance.
Nope.
No,
it's not my thing. I get secondhand embarrassment as soon as they talk about whipping out stuff and sucking on stuff. I'm like,
you need a closed door romance.
I just be like, let me give y'all a minute. Let me close the door.
Let me come back once y'all done.
Time, I walked in on something. My bad. Let me close this.
Meanwhile, I'm like kicking open the door.
Okay. I'm like, I'm over here savoring it like it's leftovers. I'm like, hold on, baby.
I mean, I'm reading more of it now, but like, I stick more of like the lighter stuff, like maybe like 2 or 3 sex scenes. Anything more than that, I'm like, oh no.
That's fair.
That's
fair. That is fair. Yeah.
She tried a couple recommendations for me, and it just didn't work. So
No.
Too many
Yeah, Steph, you chose something way too steamy.
Nah, y'all be reading the whole flip it, smack it, do it all over again, and I'm like,
every day. My husband is like, you read porn. He's like, why do you read porn? I'm like, because I read things I relate to. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, sir. Don't know what to tell you, sir.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so popular book.
Oh, okay.
I
Let's
haven't
skip
read
that
any
one.
Lucy
We're
Score.
gonna skip that one. Let's do another one.
Okay.
No, let's not
What was
skip
that?
that one.
Okay.
Good one.
Okay. Okay. What genre? Is it just romance or is it in general?
I think it was just in general because it just said popular
In general.
authors that I haven't read. And
Sarah
mind you,
Moss
I'm
or
taking this from my
Mace?
like Ask Me
Sarah J. Maas.
Anything and making it about all of us. So
Okay. I think Sarah. I would
say
have to say
still the
Sarah
key.
Moss.
I guess
Did someone just say Miss Moss?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't read a thing by her.
yeah. Oh God.
How is
Charles
this always my
Bronson.
luck? Every live show I'm in, Sarah J. Moss is always mentioned.
Is that a bad thing?
I
Me
didn't
and her,
bring it up.
me and her were not on good terms.
Oh, okay. Then we ain't on good terms either. Then I'm with you. We don't like her. She can't sit with us.
And he makes 3, so you know.
So can we-
I'm
Can we like elaborate though? Like, so who it is and why? Why is it that you haven't picked them up?
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
That's a good idea.
that's good.
Okay.
So why haven't you
look
picked
at
up
you
Sarah J.
elaborating
Maas?
on my questions.
Okay. So, I had heard some things, and I don't really particularly care for. Listen. Okay, I've heard that there's fairies having sex in these books, and it's supposed to be a war. It just don't feel like something that's right for my spirit. So I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's the best video. I love that.
Yeah. I'm
So,
gonna write
like-
down some of these questions for my sprints on Sunday. So go ahead.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna agree with my spirit. I just don't. I don't.
So I have a popular author I haven't read, but I want to read it. It's just not in a genre I normally read. I actually own the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, and I've heard great things about it. I've heard great things, but I'm so intimidated by it. Like even my husband read it and everything, and he really liked it. I'm so intimidated to start that book.
Yes, she is on my list of authors that I'm afraid to let read, and I pick one every couple of months to read, and I haven't gotten to her. But yes, I feel you on that.
Yeah, she's like sitting in my Audible library. I bought the book a long time ago.
Yeah,
Have not picked it up
Yeah.
yet.
she's wrote a few of my favorite comic books, like she's written for like Marvel and also DC,
Oh, cool.
and even that I have one of hers, and I'm just like, if this is what you write in a comic book, Jesus, you know. So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have to piggyback off of Bree and be like, N.K. Jemisin is one that I have not read and actually don't have a desire to read because
Stephanie.
I've heard it's like super smart and
Super
provoking and simile and no, I
Oh,
ain't got time
she-
for
did
that.
she just
I need
leave
it
us?
plain and simple.
She just
I would say the book season is tough because it's written in I think second person.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I think that's why some people may think it's like
There's a perspective that's written in
Yeah.
second person, but that whole book isn't written that way.
I hear
I'm
it's amazing.
leaving. Y'all be here tripping. I'm leaving.
No, don't leave. We need you.
I like N.K.
need
Jemisin.
you.
I read the 5th season of The City We Became
Yeah.
by her.
I'm leaving.
I own all of her books. I'm like Bree. I own them. I'm just intimidated to read them.
Y'all all fired.
Not fired, damn. Not fired. Shit.
Dang, we all fired.
Well,
I'm like,
Y'all all fired.
I'm gonna take my butt to like the indie romance. I'm gonna be happy over there.
My goodness.
I got fired from the fantasy genre.
Yeah.
Y'all sit here.
Right?
Y'all reading,
Exactly.
y'all reading all the smack 'em ups and stuff, and y'all can't read N.K. Jemisin? Like, oh my
The Smack 'em Up's easy to read though.
Okay.
All you have to do
Yeah.
is like just take N.K. Jemisin and just like insert like some Jessica Kane novellas every couple of chapters. Like it tricks our brain.
Yeah.
Like, continue on reading.
Okay, so I feel challenged now to read it for sure, so I'm going to do it. So next read is
I don't
going
feel
to be.
challenged. Sorry.
We appreciate the honesty.
Right.
We do. I am here for it. I'm definitely gonna read it now. 'Cause now I feel like
You're like, nope, sorry,
gotta
never.
read it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I'm in the wrong line for this.
Oh my
The wrong
goodness.
you're in the right line.
Charles, you didn't give us one.
Yeah.
You want one from
Charles,
romance or another
not get
genre?
out.
Any
No,
genre.
any
that's
genre,
good.
any author, any author.
Don't get crazy though, because I'm gonna leave.
There is a thriller writer, Ashley Winstead. She had the book In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, Fool Me Once.
Oh, okay.
And then she had another one, The Last Housewife, so like 2 thrillers and 1 romance. I'm so curious to read those books because like you don't always see thriller to romance and then back to thriller.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see like how she does, because I heard great things about her debut. So that's why I'm like, I want to get to you, but it's always
worried.
like eluding me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I'll let that one slide. You know.
Hey, I can give you romance. I haven't read Lucy Score, so that's one.
Oh,
Princess, you haven't told us.
Yes, you need to get on her. She is so good.
I don't know, but I love Megan Quinn
wait,
so
Princess
much.
How you gonna wait?
Yeah.
How
You
you
just
gonna
skipped.
harass us about it?
Because
Yes.
that's what I do.
Steph, you're the one who moved
That's what I
on,
do.
though.
That's what I do. You know, I come in.
Well, I
fix
thought
some shit
everyone
up.
answered it.
Yeah.
My bad.
Let me see. Let me look around. Okay. I know most of people's romance people and everything. So like, there's that. Okay, let me talk about some romance. Anything, mostly. I ain't read shit.
She said anything.
I have read Tilly Hilbert. I read that. I read The Reluctant Royals. I've read that.
Sierra
I read
Simone. Oh,
Katie Robert.
no. Reluctant Royals is Aaron Watt, right?
Yeah.
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 No,
Aaron Watt.
I think Talia Hibbert has a. Is
No.
it? Yeah, Talia Hibbert.
No, she has the
Alyssa Cole.
Alyssa
Alyssa
Cole.
Cole.
Alyssa Cole.
Yeah.
Yes.
I read that.
No. Okay.
I read Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. I read that.
I'm assuming that was
Mhm.
too spicy for you.
You got the game. Fuck, never again. Never again. Never again. I'm good. You're not gonna sit up here and have freaking Hook sitting next to Jafar while he no. What are you doing? What are you doing? So
It was this move to me.
anything outside of those that I named, I ain't read. As far as fantasy goes, because that's where I originate from, I haven't read any Jay Kristoff. It's probably never going to happen.
I feel you.
Oh, you haven't?
I feel
No.
you.
I haven't.
I
You're
feel
not.
you.
You're not missing anything. I did not like Empire the Vampire. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
See, you done caught me lying. My bad. I read half of Empire the Vampire. My bad. I read half.
I just reread it because of the steamy scene that everyone mentioned. I was like, oh,
Steamy scenes, But that's all. I don't fucking know. A whole bunch of stuff. Most of these books are unread. So all these people's.
I feel that.
Cool. I answered the question, but I'm not doing any more. The
Katie-
Disney.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I couldn't get over, what was it called? Desperate Measures? Is that the one with Jafar?
let's see.
That's the one you just mentioned? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'm home alone with my kids, so
Oh.
how is that? What did I miss?
I answered the question. We can move on to Bree. Bree can answer next one now.
That's
Oh.
all right, because she gave it at like the right time. I don't know if we're gonna have. Am I the only one seeing the? Okay, wait. There she goes. Hey,
Yeah,
Bree.
I think you're the only one that's still delayed. Is everyone else pretty?
Nope.
Yeah, we all see
Yes.
Bree.
Yeah.
Did I fuck it up?
No,
It
no.
was already
Okay,
like
okay.
this from the beginning.
Yeah, because it's like delayed and frozen, and I'm like.
Sorry, I snorted.
So, for those joining us, we have Bree Hill from Bree Hill. Yes, joining us. Bree, introduce yourself. You know, let we can find you. And the question that was on the table was a popular author, was it, that you haven't read, and why you have or have not read them yet.
I don't know. What have I read? I don't know. What did you guys? I don't know.
I said Sarah Moss, right?
Oh yeah, I haven't read her either.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
They're too big, and I'm not really interested.
Again, I told him that it didn't sit well with my spirits, and I was like,
that goes well too.
I love it. That's like a perfect reason. Like, it just doesn't
Gonna
vibe
bother
with
my
my spirit right
peace.
now.
Because there's
Yeah.
no
I
arguing.
don't want that.
Like, you
I
can't
don't want
argue
that
with
energy
us.
in my life.
no. I don't know what she's describing over there, but it is. She's telling them exactly where it is. It's on that
What?
wall right below there. It looks. It's. You can see it. It's down, and yep, it's in that spot right there. Yes, she's describing a romance book right now.
Right now.
Yep. The steamy scene. Yep.
Mhm.
And then he threw it here, and then he was like, "There's a
I'm
yeah,
feeling some paranormal vibes going on right
Yes.
there.
People,
Maybe
you
some
know, on
monster
the counter,
stuff.
went inside
Yes.
the counter, you know.
yes." And then there
When
was
stuff
Jafar, and then he was telling her he was taking her father's space, and yeah, it was a lot going on.
That's traumatized.
I'll be discuss between yourselves. I got to
Okay,
go more
what
discussion.
What was everybody else's answer to the question? What did y'all say?
Mine's Jay Kristoff.
I said,
read something.
Ashley Winstead.
I said N.K. Jemisin, but it's not because I don't want to read her books. It's because I'm intimidated by them.
And then Princess left us because we
Yes.
all said the same
Yeah.
thing. She
Twice.
was like, "I'm out."
And probably
Actually,
like
I think-
12 times.
I was ready to
We got
say, I think it
fired
was
from
more than
fantasy.
twice.
He was
Yeah,
very
we got
heartbroken when we all
fired.
said in Kate Jemisin.
Yeah,
So good. She's such a good author.
I believe you. I've read.
Well,
I'm
that's
telling
part
you.
of it too.
Yeah.
What do they call
Honestly,
it? Book
you could sell me
edging.
on any book. You just tell me it's steamy or super spicy. You could lie to me. I will grab that book immediately and be like, wait.
At the end of it, it was like, where was
I'll go to the last
the
page and be like,
And then you're like,
hey,
it.
was this
Yes.
a high fantasy? And I just got tricked into reading this? I'm like,
spicy?
okay, whatever.
Yes.
On to the next book.
Yeah.
Well, now I can say I read it.
Mhm.
Alrighty, let's pop everybody to the side, hopefully. Let's see if it works. Alrighty.
Am I supposed to know who these
Ew.
people are?
Here we go.
Girl.
I don't know some of these people.
Well, no, because a lot of them are whatchamacallit, are romance authors.
I know who
Jennifer
Penelope
Hartman.
Jones
Okay.
is. Who the hell is that?
So
Oh,
She writes emotional.
hold on.
romance.
dark romance?
Yeah,
right?
what?
I haven't read her.
Jennifer Hartman?
Nope.
Oh,
I read
haven't
two
this
books
either.
Surprised how, how many
isn't
authors I
she-
actually read.
She read she wrote Still Beating and Lotus.
Yeah,
What's
no,
it called, Bree?
Still
no, I
Beating
don't think so.
and Lotus.
Okay.
So Still Beating is a super dark romance. It's they get like the heroine and her sister's fiance get kidnapped together and they're forced to do things together.
Ooh.
That sounds dope.
It's intense. It's intense.
Oh no.
But
I'm
I don't
like,
know
oh,
what it
oh
is.
no, loyalty. I'm about to fuck the hell out of him.
Oh, Still Beating. Okay, so Still Beating is all over TikTok. And I have a
Is that
feeling
new?
Oh, it
Is it?
is?
See,
Yeah.
that's one thing.
I
That's
I mean,
another
it's all over
thing.
TikTok.
That's another thing I like about Steph. Steph is relevant on all of the major social media platforms. She is the one who convinced me to go to TikTok, and now my husband is like, "You have an hour limit on TikTok because of Stephanie." She was like, "You got to come over there." Yeah. So yeah, I don't
haven't
know
ventured
anything.
yet.
I
If you
don't
get over there, first of all, there's two rules you set for yourself.
Okay.
Don't let yourself go down the rabbit hole of political issues,
Uh-huh.
and don't get sucked into the TikTok drama about books. Don't do it. I did it. My feelings got hurt. I wanted to fight somebody. I tried to get somebody's address.
Oh no.
It was bad. I got a kid. My husband had to remind me. He was like, "You can't go to jail. You shouldn't be using your job for those reasons." Yeah.
What book was it? I'm really curious.
I want to know.
Everyone knows the book I hate. Anyone who knows me knows if you mention this one book and how much you love it, we have to have a real discussion.
What's the book?
Oh no, I need you to tell me.
Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Oh yes, and we both there. We are both there. We both can't do it. No, it's.
I don't understand.
Charles, you're looking like you.
I don't understand.
You don't understand why I hate it so much?
Okay, look, wait, hold on. I'm preface this by saying I wasn't the hugest fan. It was fine. It was whatever.
It was not whatever. It was not whatever.
It was whatever. Like, whatever. Like, I don't understand why
Okay, so let me
with it,
I'm just going to express a few reasons why I don't like this book. One, on Booktube, everyone talked about how amazing it was a love story. It was an amazing love story. It was an amazing love story. So I was like, okay, great. When I found out the twist about the love story, I was down. I was like, great. First of all, that relationship was fucking toxic. She used her body. She used every single man in that book. And if that was a story where the man used every single woman in the book, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about how much we like. Well, okay, we're not. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People praised her for using her voice. I was like, when? She ain't go out there and protest with those people in the street. They set up in their tower talking about how brave those people in the street were. She bullied Monique. I did not like Monique. Monique was a weak ass bitch, and she took reparations for what they did to her father. They let a black man, spoiler alert, sorry. They let a black man take the fall for a white man's crime. They destroyed his image in his daughter's mind twice. Not once, twice. They told him that he was cheating on her mother, and then that he was gay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I'm giving everything away. Those things were not fair. That was not for Evelyn to do. She bullied. Let me not get on my white women feminist thing.
Damn it, I need to reread the book.
I was going to say, like, I remember.
Listen, this is how much
I thought the same thing when.
But this is how much I hate this book. I've read this book once. I remember all these points. Listen, when she told Monique to go in there and fight for her rights, like she was a white man, I was like, how dare you sit there in your white woman privilege and tell this biracial woman to go and buck up against a black woman? Like, all of it was awful. And Evelyn got to live her entire dream life and left all that shit on Monique. Monique was going to lose her job. She was going to lose she was going to lose all those things for one story. Because who would trust her after knowing she basically stole a story from her magazine? Yeah. I know it's not a real person, but people praise this book like it was such an amazing thing. And I'm like, she is a horrible person. She is a horrible, horrible person.
I think it was timing, because if you think back to when that book came out, I don't remember us really having, I honestly want to say, that representation in books being talked about on Booktube.
Yes.
I feel like it was like, oh my God, Taylor Jenkins Reid is doing something different. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And, now that it's been years later and we can look back on it, I think it was
in that moment I felt all those things. I felt all those things. And I think I was mad because like maybe a month after that book came out, there was the right swipe, and everyone was talking about how the main character was too headstrong and how she was taking
that book, Steph.
Yeah. Well, you can still hate the book. We hated the book. You can still hate the book, but the things that I saw people hate about it was the same thing those same people was praising Evelyn for doing. Yeah. And I'm like, what makes this character so different from this character? Yeah. The only thing I could think of is one thing, and I don't mean no disrespect, it was the color of her skin. Like brown people they tell us all to take up space, be loud. but don't be louder than me. And that, I don't know. Sorry, I went on my. I'm gonna get off my
No, it's
soapbox.
okay.
So
I get
hate
that. I feel
No,
like
we're
when that
good.
book came out, to Bree's point, like we weren't having these types of discussions. But I think like over the years, they kind of like, 'cause she
Yeah,
has
it was
released like
released in
Daisy Jones and
2017.
like with Daisy
Yes.
Jones and the Six and Malibu Rising, like she's kind of built like that book.
Yeah,
I think it's still like in the top selling on
it
Audible
is.
for like
It is.
LGBT romance, even though it's not really a romance.
No, it is not.
It doesn't have
It's
age
not a
limit.
romance, but like
No.
I saw another video, I think, on YouTube that was just published. And I was like, oh wait, I didn't think about that when I read the book all that, because I read it when I first came out.
Mm-hmm.
I
When
didn't even think
I
of that.
paid full price for that book too. I think
You
that's
paid
the
full
part that hurts.
price?
I borrowed it
That's
from
the part that hurts my feelings.
I
I
can book them
paid
up for $10
full
now.
price for that book. I paid full price. My husband was like, "You don't even like this book." I was like, "I don't even like this book." He's like, "What you gonna do with it? Throw it away. I don't want to give it to anybody."
Okay. We have a combo. Robin hates Colleen Hoover books.
Same.
And I will
Oh,
have to say,
same.
Yes.
the two
Same.
that I have read,
We're all there.
the two that I have read are controversial, but I kind of really like them.
I
I
like
remember,
them.
I
Which ones have
remember
you
you
read?
saying that. Yeah.
I read Verity, which
Oh,
I
that's
know
the
is
one
your-
Stephanie wants to fight.
I have it. I haven't read it yet.
I
I'm ready to put up my dukes on that one. Oh my god! Oh my god! It is just—it's finally making its round on Book Talk
Toxic
too.
Verity is.
Oh, it's making its
Yes.
rounds on Book Talk. Oh,
It
God.
is.
is. It is.
It's like
Yeah, anything
Yes.
Colleen Hoover writes is gonna like pop off like because of TikTok. Like she's like,
Right.
I think what I forgot what month it was. She had like 4 books that were on the
Yes.
New York Times at
Yes.
the same time.
Yes. I know Stephanie
Mhm.
wanted to fight her every day.
Yes.
They was on that list.
I don't.
Dude, every time I go to Barnes and Noble, I literally see the last 2 times I've went, I have helped dads in Barnes and Noble that are looking for Colleen Hoover for their teenage
That is
daughter.
oh
And I'm just
oh
like,
oh.
she's really popular. But guys, I personally liked Verity. I'm sorry, I liked it.
I'm standing with
So-
you on this one, Bree. I actually like Verity.
Okay, I would have liked Verity, except for that spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't read it.
I was like, why are you gonna spoil this stuff?
Go ahead. La.
Are you serious, Princess? You wanna?
Go ahead.
Okay, the
She
ending
wants
is
to
good.
read it. She wants to read it.
Yeah, don't give away the ending.
I have it. I have that and November 9 to hate read. I'm a hate read.
To hate read?
I'm gonna
I
hate
like
read.
November.
Okay,
I
well,
feel
we're
bad. I
not-
kind of
okay,
like
just-
November 9 too.
I liked
Okay,
it too. I like Colleen.
I won't spoil. I
Try
won't
to-
spoil. I won't spoil. But I will say that the ending was lazy. Lazy.
It was.
So lazy.
It was.
And the misgenring of the book as
Oh,
a
don't get
romance instead
Stephanie
of just a
started.
straight thriller.
Yeah.
I feel like was that Colleen Hoover who did that? I feel like people were putting that book in romance
Here's
when she
what
said it was
there
like a
was
straight
a
psychological
It was
thriller.
both of them.
There was
It
a
was both
romance
of them.
in it, but I don't
She
think
put
I
it
would call it
there.
a romance.
It wasn't a romance.
Exactly. It was not a romance at all.
I gotta
whatsoever.
read it now.
And
I gotta
will
read
die
it.
on that
You
hill.
have to.
It's messed
I
up.
gotta
I
read
think
I
with
will
Colleen
die
Hoover
on
because
that
she's
hill.
like
It is
such a
not.
romance author.
Right.
People
Yeah.
will automatically because I think she wrote a YA with like without merit
Mhm.
that was shoved into romance. Like all of
Was
her
it?
books are not always romance
Got you.
based,
Yeah.
but
I
they
have
all
to
get
say-
shoveled into romance.
None of her
Uh-oh,
books are
uh-oh.
romance. None of her
Ooh.
books are romance. They are either women's fiction, thrillers, or
Charles.
not romance. Not romance. None of them.
Barnes and Noble has them in the romance
Sorry.
section.
Just back up. Just back up. All right. Princess says she is controversial.
No, I said I have a question. I got
Okay.
a question. Okay, I'm not on Book Talk
Mhm.
because when Book Talk became a thing, they were talking shit about booktubers.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I ain't
Oh,
got time. I ain't got over it. I ain't forgave nobody.
That's fair.
I ain't none of that.
That's fair.
I'm harboring all of that.
I'm with you. I'm the same type of person, so I
I'm
get it.
harboring I'm harboring the 3-minute motherfuckers that think they could do a better job than me. So, keep that in there. So I'm just saying. My question is,
So TikTok introduced 10-minute videos, and I was like, "Oh, you will not catch me doing a 10-minute TikTok video. No,
Yeah.
if you want me to do a 10-minute video, you gonna have to go over to my YouTube.
YouTube channel.
Period.
Yeah.
nobody has enough attention span on TikTok for that, but that's not the point. Not the point. Not the point. My question is for y'all that, especially Stephanie, that's all on, you know, all of the social medias and shit. I don't understand the point of Book Talk when all they recommend is the same shit that BookTube was talking about a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Literally,
hard.
You're talking about like
It's
4
hard.
years ago. Like I said,
Yeah, like
they
Penelope
just now
Douglas.
getting
I'm like,
stuff
come
about
on.
So
Thank
They
you, Charles.
we were liars back on the bestsellers list, and
Yes.
BookTube was talking about that
yes.
when I
Years ago.
discovered
I
BookTube
think-
years
So
ago.
I'm not on Book Talk, but what I've heard is that it's a younger audience, so
Yeah.
they're now of the age to read those books.
Yeah.
So it's like new to them, I guess.
And I think also I would say this. Maybe Stephanie would disagree with me, but it's more drama. Like it feels like the video to like what's the
Twitter.
other? What's the other? Yes. Like it feels like the video version.
It's the video version
Twitter.
of Twitter.
Yeah, like they just come on. Like if they cancel people literally every.
That makes sense.
Oh my
You can
god.
cancel
That
someone
makes
on
sense,
TikTok?
The last
Yes.
like 4 days. Yes,
Mhm.
the last 4 days on TikTok, they announced supposedly new audio app, and then they closed it down.
Mhm.
Then they canceled freaking the people that were supposedly starting it, and
Yep.
there is like a super huge war going on right now over this like idea.
What's the book?
I'm like,
what is the
no,
book that
no, I
everybody is
shall
upset
not.
about right now on TikTok? It's something like The People We Burn or The Ones We Burn or
Oh yeah.
that is like everybody is
It's
so
that's the
upset
same one
about
that's
it.
over on Twitter.
Yeah.
Together
Yeah,
with
it
that.
literally it's like people are like, I don't want to just write my anger. I'm gonna go on a 3-minute video and tell you how angry I am.
But that makes sense though, comparing TikTok to Twitter, because Twitter you only got like what 160 characters.
Yeah.
You got 3 minutes for your
Yep.
160 characters.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
makes,
Yes.
that makes
So
sense.
someone called all of them because they always they use the same hot words and stuff like that. Someone said you guys are a bunch of activists. Did I say it right? Like you're only activists on this app, so they're activists. And I tell my husband all the time, you cannot be mad at people yelling at you on something you don't even know these people. Like someone yelling about a book. This woman's already made her money. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go get.
Yep.
If you really want change, do something else. Yelling about a book is not going to do that. Sorry.
My only thing, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say and stuff like that because it's your channel, so this is the last thing I'm gonna say. My only thing is I find it completely interesting in a community of people that's supposed to read and understand context and understand that reading is subjective. If one person says one thing, oh, this author's racist, oh, this book is racist, and then all these people go to Goodreads, this book is racist and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nobody is reading this book to
Yeah.
even be like, this book is racist, or the context
Yep.
is racist, or the author is racist.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure reading is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because I said something in my Discord the other day over the book that came in the Lumicrate, which I guess the cover was fucking ugly, so I was gonna get rid of the book anyways. But like, and I don't care if nobody fucking say a cover ugly, I'm not reading that shit.
I feel
But
you.
like on top of that, like I don't understand. Like everybody's like, oh well, here's a link to the fucking reviews. And I'm like, okay, how many of these motherfuckers actually read this book though?
Yeah, I don't like that.
And y'all want me to jump on this whole mob with y'all? I'm not doing that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. And
Yeah.
that it drives me insane because people be like, I'm a critical reader. Bitch, how? How?
Ooh.
How? How?
I feel you, my friend. I
How?
feel you. I feel you.
Woo! Yes,
That's good.
yes, all of that.
Reading,
all of
you're
that.
taking You're taking your background, your baggage, your experiences,
Yes, exactly.
your thought process. You're taking all of this into every single book that you read.
Yep.
So how are you reading critically, Becky? How?
Yeah, Becky, damn. What did Becky do? Becky just got good hair. What did she do?
It frustrates me so much. Literally drives me fucking insane.
I feel you.
And there's been so many times where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this
it's
anymore.
hard. It's hard. It's hard.
Because of that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
No, I had to block someone 2 days ago, I think it was.
I still want you to tell me who
stories.
it was. I still want you to tell me who it was.
Oh, I'm sure you know who it is.
Oh, is it?
I'm sure you know who it is. She always yelling on TikTok about something or another. And she started the trigger warnings thing.
Oh.
It's not me.
So are people making TikToks like talking like yell? I don't get how.
100%. Say again.
How do they do on TikTok? Are they making videos?
Yeah.
Okay.
So TikTok, you can take someone else's video and like green screen it. Yeah, you can green screen it.
Okay.
And like literally play the video, stop it, and then talk about the points that they had in it. And a lot of people do that. That is, not only is it dangerous, it's not fair. I don't like the word not fair. It's such so what Princess said is the one thing that I love. I actually apply that to all reviews, not just book reviews. I do that to restaurants. I do it to everything. I don't know how that person's day was for them to say that restaurant was bad. I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't know how their day was to say that restaurant was the best place to go. I'm gonna give it a shot. They could have been having a shitty day, got a divorce that day, could have yelled. That dog could have got hit by a car. I know that would piss me off, and I have to go eat. I don't want to eat. My dog is hurt. Come on now. So no, like, so I apply that to everything. So I feel you when you say that. It bothers me so much when I don't think people recognize that we create the new mob now. Like, we're the new mob with the pitchforks running and yelling that this person's not appropriate. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy because like not just young people, but just people in general. Like, some people just fucking make a mistake. They just do. It genuinely was one mistake. And if you can't let people grow, then that's horrible. That's a horrible place to be in the world where you can't let people grow past their mistakes. So I feel
we had calmed down on the mob.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely. I'm telling you, when I tell you that stuff that I got into on TikTok, my husband had to talk me down because I'm not for the words. I'm for these hands.
Facts.
I'm not for these words. I'm for these hands. My husband will tell you.
That's what I'm talking about. They literally closed down an idea for a new app in 3 days with their arguing and their
I believe that
person
if they can get books
attached to it,
chart
so I
and
won't
sell
be
really
doing
well,
it and da 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 da.
I believe that.
Woo.
There's so many books that were popular on TikTok that like blew up and got traditionally published. So I believe the power of TikTok.
Right.
So
a lot of the questions were were very much relevant and needed to be answered. And the creators of the supposed app that was going to be done were launched in December. It was what they did was like a soft launch of the idea, not an actual launch of the app. So, I
said, let me stop squinting. I'm over here doing this.
Put them glasses on.
Okay.
So they were like, oh, well, they probably shouldn't have put it out on the app type thing. It wasn't fully formed. There were so many questions that needed to be answered, and it just blew up in a massively crazy, weird way. And I was just like, okay, that's weird.
Weird.
But I wasn't getting into it. I was not getting into it. No offense, Bree, but I was letting the white people do their thing. I was like,
I'm only halfway.
I won't be getting
I'm half Filipino too. I'm not offended.
She's like,
I looked over at this Bree. I was like, girl, what? I was like, why is it no offense her? What the And I like looked the other
other Bree.
You gotta look up.
I was like, I literally was like, What do you mean? But I was like, okay, I get it. I got it.
Yeah, but I remember I saw the book at whatever it's what the
ones we burn.
Yes, I saw it on Twitter, and I had the same thoughts. Like, give people of color the opportunity to read it and say this is what it is. Like, I respect you trying to maybe protect people from reading something that's going to anger them, but we may read it and be like, oh, okay,
it ain't that bad.
You know?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like sometimes controversy, like the more people are yelling the negatives, it can drive book sales because people are like, oh, people said XYZ about this.
Yeah.
Let me go read it. It's like for a romance reader, someone says, oh, this had way too much sex. I'm like, what book?
I'm there.
Right.
There.
What's the name of that book and when did it come out?
When did it come out? Like, it's all, I'm just purely for research purposes.
I have a
question.
question.
It has kidnapping in it. What's the title?
Oh, yes. So what is considered
narrating that
dark romance? What is considered dark romance? I always
Desperate Measures. Desperate Measures. Desperate Measures.
I can't, y'all.
I feel like dark is like a sliding scale. Like, it's
okay,
whatever.
that's fair.
If it's like, because I feel like a hard-hitting contemporary could be considered dark because of the subject matter. If it's might be triggering for you.
Yeah, I think it all depends on the whole morally gray concept of the book, and where it dips. And then, like you said, the level of darkness comes from which morally gray topics are being used within it. So if you throw in kidnapping, shooting, murder, torture, brainwashing, Stockholm syndrome, all these different things, abuses. What was that?
The consent, non-consent thing.
Desperate Measures is more taboo.
What do you mean?
Than it is.
I consider more taboo though, yeah.
So what is
considered dark?
Desperate Measures dark. I'd call it taboo.
Really? What makes it
maybe a little bit.
The non-consent.
It's not. I've read really, really dark romances, so I'm putting it on a scale. I've read a serial killer romance. And I'm like, it's not quite as that.
Yeah.
It was consensual non-consent in it because there was a safe word. So
yeah.
Because there are dark. There are books where there's
hold
no
on, guys.
word
Amy in the comments says, "I think I need to look into Desperate Measures."
Hear me out. Okay. Hear me out. Okay. So look, I'm a Disney person. Okay.
She spoiled you. She just wrecked your world with that.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. My mom was pregnant with me working at Disneyland. Okay, Disney's in there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So hear me out. As soon as you start the book and you got Jafar chasing Jasmine down the goddamn hallway, and snatch her panties off.
He sure did.
And she's saying the safe word wasn't. Well, I don't know if it was.
I don't think there was a safe word at that point.
I don't remember, but she is physically saying no. I mean, her body may not be saying no, you know what I mean? But she physically saying no. Mentally, she's saying, hell yeah, give it to me, you know what I mean? But I was lost at the fact that he's chasing the bitch down the hallway.
I wish I could put up Amy's comments like your protests are just making me more mad.
Yes.
You were selling it. You were selling it.
Robin too. She's like, she's making me want to read this book.
What? Look, and then there's a part when they with Hades, right? They with Hades, right? They down there, he having a conversation, okay? Okay, look. I need y'all to envision this, okay? So Jafar sitting down, Jasmine is sitting on his lap kinda, and he doing stuff to Jasmine. Fingers. Wow.
She's buying this right now.
Jafar having a conversation with Captain Hook, and Tinkerbell is all thick as fuck, you know? She's thick. What is happening? No.
I just really, there are so books I want you to read now just to get your opinion and get
Oh
this
my
reaction.
god,
Authors
yes.
would
We
love
need a
sending their
reading
high C
blog.
books to you because you
Oh
would
my
just sell it.
god, yes,
You'd be like,
We
what
need,
happened
we
in this
need
book?
an entire blog.
yes, yes.
Look, I even picked up the second one. Okay, I picked up the second one. You got
Oh, I'm
Hades.
sorry.
You got Hades sitting there. You
Hold
got
on, Hades was
Hercules. You got Hercules sitting on the side of him.
Mhm.
They doing
Did
stuff.
you
It's
You
a
know?
series.
What the fuck? No.
No,
You got
geez.
Look,
Shame.
I'm
Oh,
like,
yes.
Okay,
Wrong.
my next Katie, have you all read this? How do you all, as dark romance readers, classify this?
That's a monster romance.
I wouldn't even read
Did you
that.
all enjoy?
Her dragon one, yeah, that's a monster romance. I didn't read it.
So is monster not dark?
I
Is
didn't
it
think it's
From what I
paranormal?
understand, I think it's a
Is
monster.
it considered dark?
Yeah.
I was going to say I didn't think it was considered. I found the world of alien
Monster's its own
romance,
thing.
and hi, my name is Monique, and I like alien romance. What?
Fine.
Yes, yes.
I'm telling you, once you like start and you go and you graduate to like higher levels of steam, when you get into like I wouldn't even push
It's
the
like
monster
drugs.
books on you.
It's like drugs, princess.
No.
I want Princess
I think
Princess
Princess should
monster
read
romance.
what's that CM Nacosta book that was going
Which
around?
one? Morning Glory Milking Farm.
No,
Hold
you
on.
really want me to get started on
It
that
was
book?
right
Like, you
there.
really want me-
It was right there. It was right there. She didn't have to go to the back.
I love that
It was
book.
right there.
You love it? Oh, I gotta get it.
What type of title is no? What?
You know exactly what it means. What you're thinking is what happens.
The
in that
title
book.
says it all.
Only it's minotaurs.
The title says it
It's
all.
minotaurs.
Minotaurs. Hold on.
And surprisingly
Take
enough, it's a
the
slow burn
wheel.
romance.
Hold on, Jesus. Hold
I
on,
hear
Jesus.
Sweet Tree. I heard
Hold on.
It's
Amazon.
sweet. It is.
It's on KU.
So is the next book. which is
It's on
Sweet Berry.
KU.
I
I don't
could
think
not.
extra. Oh, Jesus. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I
What is
I
it
cannot
called?
wait for you to
What
read
is the
it.
milking? What is the milking?
Morning Glory Milking Farm by CM Niscosta.
Morning Glory.
I do have to appreciate the author goes into a lot of detail explaining.
There's
It's a
a
pharmaceutical
lot of
Too much
company.
detail.
there's a lot of fluids. There's a lot of
Too
fluids.
much
Oh.
detail. I had to stop. I could not finish that book
It was
to get to
fantastic.
the sweet part that everybody talks about. I'm like,
Sweet
no. How?
There has to
Just
be a
don't
sweet
look at
part.
that. Just don't look at the end of the
No.
book because the end of the book has a picture of what the hero looks
Look
like.
at it. Look at it.
No.
Look at it.
I
You
need
read the
it.
book, you're like, oh wow.
No.
It's mine.
The
I
second book,
became-
Sweet Berries, is super sweet. I mean, that one's like a voyeur situation, but the hero is great.
I done came into the wrong lives. Y'all tripping.
No, we need you, princess. We need you.
That is so you. Yes, we're loving you. I'm loving
Yes.
you. I'm loving you.
Yes.
I'm loving you. Here.
Yes.
I done came into
So
the
Brandy
wrong
talks
one.
about Ruby Dixon. I
Ruby-
do love some
oh,
Ruby Dixon.
yes.
Her
Love
dragons,
Mary Dixon.
her dragons
Yes.
are everything to me. I only got to like book 6 or 7 in
Yes.
the Ice Planet Barbarians, the Blue
Me too.
Aliens, but her
Mhm.
dragon series was the thing. Was my
Did they ever?
About?
Did they
I love her
ever?
drag.
Did they ever get any? Did they have any other? Did they have brown women in the?
Isn't
the-
the latest book?
Is there a
The
brown
Dragon
girl?
series? I think
Brandy
so.
said there was too much milking.
Yeah, I feel like if you grew up on a farm, don't read Morning Glory
Who
Milking
is
Farm.
milking? No. Who the fuck is milking?
Princess, you're a hate reader. You have to read it.
I
There we
know.
go.
We can't
Honey,
explain
you
the
should
book
try-
plot like on a live show. It's a little bit too explicit.
Monique, try Regine-
yeah, we can't
Regine
go into
Abel.
any more depth on that one.
We can't go into
Hagen?
any more detail about that book.
Regine Abel has like monster and alien romances, and she
Okay.
does have black girls on it.
Say less. I'm there.
So look up The Nightmare. The first book is The Mist, but you can read The Nightmare, and it's a romance between a woman and her manifestation of her nightmares, and he's obsessed with her because he's literally a manifestation of her nightmares.
What? Wait. Okay, you have to say that again, because
The Nightmare by
Okay,
Regine
we need a
Abel.
whole princess vlog of her exploring.
I can give you a
That has to happen.
Y'all
That has to happen,
Y'all
Princess.
talking about dragons,
No, for real, Princess. You have to make that part.
Nightmares.
Yes.
nightmares,
Ghosts, mummies,
Yes.
motherfuckers,
lizards.
There's gargoyles,
gargoyles,
naga, which are like
that's dragons. That
Oh,
sounds
there's a
dangerous.
spider one too.
spider. There's
What's
There's
a
a
wrong with
spider.
spider one
dragons?
too.
You know, that's Princess. You sound racist. What's wrong with dragons?
Imagine a dragon dingling. Like, no.
I think in Dragon Stride we've got two.
humans.
You know, split that girl apart. What are you
Hey,
talking about?
First of all, I don't think anybody's. He would be too hot in his dragon form. Come on, be realistic.
You just say be realistic. And
Yes, come on.
talking about
Gargoyles.
you talk about manifestations and stuff. You talk about be realistic.
First of all, you
I'm
have
very intrigued by the
you
gargoyles.
clearly have
Okay.
not watched any movies from the 90s where the demons have
Disney
sex
had the
with the women.
gargoyle cartoon show.
There you go.
That
at
is
that.
true.
I'm
That
not
is very
thinking
true.
about gargoyles jumping down churches, banging motherfuckers. Like I'm not thinking about that.
Well, you know what? Open your
In
imagination.
Ghostbusters, that happens. In Ghostbusters, that happens. Ooh, have y'all seen the new Ghostbusters Afterlife? Yeah, we got a beat. We have like a.
I love
Yeah,
like be
there's a-
realistic.
there's
We're
a-
talking about monsters.
Straight said be realistic.
And Monique said, "I don't be racist."
Like,
Oh,
I am in the wrong vibe right now.
No, you are not. You
Y'all
are in
talking
the
about-
right
Y'all
live.
talking about
Okay.
stuff I don't know about. I don't know about these things.
You know what? I think this is your intervention.
I don't need it. Let people see that have a problem. Like,
Listen. You need to read those books and have a conversation with us
I don't want
again.
to have a conversation.
I feel like
Yes,
you
you
two need to have a live
do.
show together. I would just be like laughing so hard
Oh
during
my
that.
gosh.
It'd be so funny. Like, be
Oh.
realistic when you're talking about like ghost smut.
All right, let's see if we can give Princess some relief here.
All
Hopefully,
right.
maybe.
I'm over here sweating and stuff. I'm sweating.
It's you know what? It's because you're not open minded. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
Alrighty, so
Oh.
this falls under the question of Resistance by Nina Forrester.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I actually have not read this book. I have read Nina Forrester before. She's a Black author, and I do enjoy her books. But I have not read this book. So that's interesting. Let's see.
Next
Let's go to
question.
Goodreads
No,
and find out.
It's a romance novella, but it looks like it's in the middle of a series.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, see, that's no good. We can't do that.
Yeah, it's in the middle of a series.
Oh, it's like way in the middle of a series. It's like book number 9.
Mhm.
That's her.
in the
I like
middle
the cover. It's an interesting cover.
She said that's
Don't even like some romance series are like 50 plus books long.
How much sex?
well, see, if
Well,
you get a
okay, so it's
Princess,
88 pages.
Mm.
It's
Each
88
person has to
pages,
have
and it
their own
says Kai
story.
is an accidental activist drawn to protest. Oh, I probably would never pick this up.
Yeah.
Only because the alternative to not protest feels unimaginable in a turbulent time like this. And Leela is a longtime social justice warrior, at least in theory. Oh no, I would not read this book. Sorry.
Am I the only
Would
person?
anyone else pick up
I'm
this?
the only. I feel like I'm the only person that sometimes I don't want what's happening right now in my books. Just
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's yeah.
Sometimes you don't want that.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I don't mind, but other times-
Yeah.
That's why I read
Yeah.
fantasy. I ain't got time.
Yeah. Yes. So on a serious note, Bree, what was the name of those books you told me to read about those monsters and dragons?
The night, which one? The Nightmare by Regine Evil. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat. Nightmare what?
This is how it starts with romance readers. Someone just mentions a couple keywords and was like, hold up, wait. Repeat that title.
Yes.
In Love and Words. I love your channel name. It's so
Thank
pretty.
you. Okay, I got that one.
Uh-oh, what did I miss? Where is it at?
Morning Glory Milk. Oh my God.
Nightmare. I love it.
Celeste.
So
Bree
Bree,
has all the good titles in the chat.
Oh, yes.
I cannot stand me some B Celeste.
What?
The one book, The Truth About Heartbreak. I was like, just break up. just break up with her. Hey,
oh my
conflict solved.
goodness.
Really? I like her other books. It's just not that series.
I don't think I've read anything by B. Celeste. No.
Interesting.
The Truth About Heartbreak, I think it's like she's in love with her. Is it her stepbrother? Or someone who's in a relationship with someone else?
Oh, wow.
The entire book.
Some stepbrother shit? Oh, God.
Yeah. Is that taboo or is that dark? Is that taboo? That's taboo. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it could be dark, but
it's taboo.
Yeah, I can't remember. Like, I know the hero's in a committed relationship. He won't break off until like the very end of the book.
It's a forbidden romance. Okay, so it's about a 13-year-old girl who grew up in the foster care system, and Everett is I think it's a foster brother. Like she's the foster child. He is part of the family.
Okay.
Probably not the one that I'll be reading from her. I've met her. She's really nice and really, really sweet. As a matter of fact, I'll see her in 3 weeks. Well, less than 3 weeks now. Wow, like 2 weeks at a Polycon.
Nice.
So
I'm so jealous.
She's super.
The book covers are really nice. I really like the book covers.
Yeah, they're nice. The Truth About Heartbreak has a really pretty cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love her.
Yeah, I don't think I've read anything by her either, actually.
Macaulay Smeltzer are like BFFs, or they used to be, or they used to work together. Something. They have a connection.
They have similar vibes. I can see they have similar vibes in terms of their books.
Very much so. I'm pretty sure they were like besties, if they're not still besties. But now both on their author journey and stuff like that. So, alrighty. Let's see what we got next. Come on, give us something else controversial that. Dang it! I don't even know who this one is. Linda Cage.
Wait, you didn't triage these before putting them in there?
I was just throwing people in.
You just threw them all in there?
No, I didn't. Not at all. That was the glory of it. I just put them all in there. They put them on there, and I was like, okay, I'll just put it on here.
You DNF'd your book by her, Bree?
Yeah, I tried to read the Price of a Kiss. I tried to read it, but there's some really ableist things happening in it, and I could not.
Oh, see, I have it on my want to read list. It's a new adult, explicit scenes and language. I don't care what my cousin says. I am not the queen of impossible relationships. I mean, just because my last boyfriend tried to kill me and left a bit of a scar on my neck. Oh no. Then forced me to move across the country and legally change my name to Reese Randall to escape him does not mean. And that's it. And then there's more, but I'm not reading the whole thing.
Yeah, the hero is a gigolo.
Oh, yep, it says he's a gigolo.
But he's got a little sister who is disabled. I think maybe she's on the spectrum. I'm not sure. But the way that the heroine talks about the sister at first, anyway, it may get better. I was just like, I can't read this anymore.
Yeah, hell no.
Yeah, that's a hell to the no for me too.
Yeah. I have her on my list, but right.
Sorry, Linda.
All of this.
Sorry, Linda. Listen here, Linda.
Oh God.
Oh, this is definitely.
Which one?
We have Alexander House. So.
Oh. Okay. I think
them
I read
boys. Those novellas.
Woo. Yes. Jesus, take the wheel.
I really like Set.
Okay.
God. those novellas.
So
I was like, Miss House. I'm like, you need to calm down.
The
Even
McClane
I
brothers?
was like going like, okay, this is a little bit too steamy for me
Wow. That's
Girl.
saying something.
for a novella.
Yeah, that
I was
is
like,
saying something.
There's a too steamy for y'all? Imagine.
Oh,
Listen
yeah.
to it on audio. That's the
Doesn't
experience.
Kobe Diem read the audiobooks though? I love his voice.
Yeah.
Yes,
He is sick.
yes, he does. He is one of her narrators. So
Yeah.
this is an author that I won't read or don't read because she
I
uses
thought-
the N-word. So
I was going to say, I think this
Whatever.
is controversy for Miss
What-
Stephanie.
yeah.
Which book? Was there one of her earlier books?
Well, I don't know. I've actually never read any of her books. But the stance that she took on Twitter a couple years ago just kind of put me off on that. So
Mhm.
I won't be trying any of those books. So there's that.
Fair.
Alrighty,
That's fair.
next.
Stephanie's like, we ain't talking about her no more.
Like on to the next one. I don't need commentary. We're moving to the next one.
Yes.
Alrighty, let's drop some. Well, we've already kind of done this one.
Dark romance.
Yeah.
Some
How
underrated.
dark are we
romance
getting?
series.
Mm.
Well,
I think
so my underrated
Mhm.
dark romance read is always The Darkest of the Dark, which is The Life of Anna series by Marissa Honeycutt.
Listen.
What's that about?
I will tell anyone,
Listen.
it's not for everyone. It is not for everyone. It's a dark
Listen.
hole.
Listen.
There are some
Monique, is
like
it good or bad?
Let me tell you something. So there's few people in this world who if they say read something, I'm gonna read it. Stephanie used to be one of those people until she kept
Used to
mentioning
be.
this book. She mentioned this book. I went and read this book. I said, you know what, Stephanie?
The series.
Mm-mm.
She's off the list.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Too much?
Yes,
how many
Oh,
books did you make it through?
I didn't. No, I didn't
Did
listen.
you make
That
it through the
first
entire
book.
series?
No, I didn't get through the first book. When I was like, hold on, what is happening to? Oh no, this ain't gonna be on my again. Started shaking with my spirit. I'm
Okay,
out.
what happened? I need to know.
She's kind of groomed, isn't she? Like she's being groomed to
Yeah.
be his partner.
Oh yeah,
Hold on,
there's
is
grooming,
Princess out?
but it's
Is she?
I don't know. Did she freeze?
Dangerous?
What?
I think she muted. She's
Oh.
muted.
Oh,
Okay.
Girl, you are the stillest. That she was so still, like just like I was like that screen is frozen.
Princess is just, she's fine.
she's like y'all talking about
you
something
just-
that I don't want to listen to. So.
I'm good.
Like, I don't want to listen to this.
I can't contribute to this.
No, I'm good. I'm listening. I'm like, I'm in all this romance talk. You know, I'm in it. It's going in here, and I'm thinking about gargoyles and shit. And now it's like, you know, leave it. I'm trying to understand what y'all saying and how this makes sense, and then trying to disperse it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to take it in.
But yeah,
and be
that-
like dark romance, taboo romance. I don't know what the fuck the difference is. Okay, cool. Like, yeah, I'm like,
That's fair. That's fair.
So that series is very much taboo. It's dark. It's twisted. It's psychological. It's paranormal. It's so many things.
What are the tropes in it?
Oh gosh.
Age gap, right?
Yeah, age
You
gap.
voted in her.
Ethereal sort of magic going on.
Yeah. Mm.
But you don't really find that out, or at least I didn't figure it out until book like 3 or 4, because when she's
How many books are in
young,
this series?
what was that?
How many books are in this
There's
series?
6, 5,
Oh, wow.
5 and a half,
It's a little bit too long for me.
5 and a half books.
I know.
Charles.
They're actually kind of
Lots of
chunky
novellas.
books too, and they're not in audio. So
Yeah,
ooh,
you gotta
I've
read.
tried
They-
to
they just-
reread.
Sorry, they just like killed the
and-
book. That
Yeah.
on Rival for me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but they're they're super layered. So yeah, if you're not ready to like dive down that rabbit hole,
I was not ready.
then
I can take a lot, but age gaps sometimes, especially if there's a power
I'm very
dynamic
uncomfortable.
issue, that makes me
yeah,
uncomfortable,
I'm
yeah.
very uncomfortable.
yeah, I would
I'm very
never. I'm very specific in who I recommend that series to.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
she did
have
give me
to
the
be.
warnings. She did give me the warnings. To be
It's a
fair,
lot.
she did give me the warnings, but I was like, it couldn't be that bad, and it was that bad. It was that bad. It is a good read. to
There's
be
some
honest
cult
with you, though.
activity going on with it. Yeah,
Oh
Oh my gosh.
yes.
I like cults.
yeah.
I feel like you just went like for the dark. dark.
Not this.
I feel
one.
like you could recommend like a Pam Godwin and like be like in a middle ground.
Yeah, but
like
she's
Steve
not
Irwin.
underrated, I think. I think she's pretty popular.
That's true.
in the
She's
chart.
popular. now.
Yeah.
I
Who
think
else?
mine
What
would
is
be
it?
Deborah Anastasia's Mercy is my favorite.
I love
Okay.
Underrated.
them.
It's he's a do you not like Deborah Anastasia?
Who, me? I've never read her. I was like, no, yeah.
I don't know, but he's a stalker, so it's a
Oh,
stalker.
I'm down. I'm down. I'm
Okay,
down. with
sign me
doctors.
up.
I like it.
Yeah.
And he communicates to her through one of those claw games.
Yeah,
So
through
bad.
apps.
I
That is
love
He
him.
created an app. Like, it's actually the way the author writes is it's funny. I mean, it's dark, obviously, because he's stalking her, but she has this humor in it that kind of lightens it a little bit. So I feel like it's a good intro to like dark romance. It's a
What
dark
are we
light.
talking about? Wait, a claw game?
Yeah, it's an app that he develops.
Oh, okay,
He
okay.
like watches her through it. And he like will deliver
claw
the stuffed
games that-
animals to her.
That you get the stuffed animals from.
But he's
So
got
she
like a
thinks she's winning.
full, yeah, he's got a full tattoo of like a skull on his whole body. And he's been watching
Mhm.
her ever since they were little because when he was young, he was being abused by his father in public, and she kind of interrupted them when she was young too. And she like kind of was like, "Hey, what's going on?" or whatever. And she basically saved his life. So he's been kind of like obsessed with her since then and stalking her ever since then, and kind of just making sure she's okay. He never wants to like her to see him. But then the bar that she works at has this, I think it's a Day of the Dead theme. And because he has that tattoo, his friend is like, you should go. Like, this is your chance to actually be able to talk to her. Like, you don't have to say who you are or anything. So then he does. And then there's this whole thing where she thinks that his face is painted, but it's a tattoo. It's a whole big, it's so good.
That
What
sounds
the
so
hell?
It's
sweet.
really good.
And it's a series. There's 3 books. The next book is really good too. It's called Havoc. It's about his friend who I fell in love with in the first book.
What's the first one called?
It's Mercy.
Mercy.
Mercy by Deborah.
Thank you.
Anderson.
First of all, I would like to say, Bree, your picture is immaculate in your little profile. It is. I need that in my life. Okay?
It's all about the angles.
Okay, there you go. Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, when you get a stalker in a book, you're like, sometimes you feel like, I wish someone loved me that much to like literally do nothing.
I don't
but
think that.
It's like the dark romance. Like once you read dark romance, things that like shouldn't be like red flags.
Right.
Like in dark romance, you're like, oh, that's kind of sweet.
It is. But in real life, I literally tell my husband to get away from me sometimes.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
would read
Oh
about
yeah,
him in the
definitely.
book, but in real life, I'd be like, get the hell away from me.
I would shoot him.
I'm gonna need y'all to blink twice if y'all need some help. You got girls over here talking about, oh, that's you, and I'm like, no, it's not. Like, what are we talking about?
I'm just trust me. Read a couple of dark romances, and you'll start to get it.
I don't want
I
to
don't
get
know.
that. I don't want that.
My anxiety. I'm like, I don't know how you can do it. Like, I can barely read romantic suspense, so I don't know how the hell. I would read
Yeah, dark romance would be too much. Then.
I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna check out. I got 2 books listed. I got Still Beating and Mercy. I'm gonna check these out, and then I'm gonna at all of y'all on here and be like, "What the fuck?" is
Wait,
wrong
you're
with
missing
y'all?
one. You're missing one. Morning Glory Milking Fun.
I'm not looking at.
We're
that.
not doing that. Don't do that one. Don't do that one.
No.
If you do that one, we
It's
need to have
short.
another live so
It's
you can
short.
tell us about ourselves.
I'm just gonna add everybody that's on here. I'm gonna go back to Steph's live. I'm gonna add everybody on here and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with y'all?" Like,
Oh
yeah.
no.
I
Oh
want
no.
Oh no. I'm
no.
Steph, why don't you start us off?
Yeah,
you don't.
Steph.
I'm obsessed with Christina C. Jones.
Alrighty, so this is the
Oh.
same feeling as the other one. So
I love her.
no, you're good.
I love her.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Bree. Because all I have to say is I don't read her. So yeah.
I
I
thought I
read a
think I might love you was hilarious.
Which one?
I think I might love you.
Yes. Her sense of humor is probably my favorite part of her books because it's not over the top, like
Yeah.
slapstick funny. It's like
I feel you.
realistic funny.
I think the one book I read by her I felt like was way too long for what it was, and they're not very long books. So I'm not a huge fan of hers either, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm a hit or miss. I read two. I loved one and I hated the other one.
Which ones did you read, Charles?
I read the first book in the Wright brother. I think Getting Schooled.
Oh yeah.
The first book in
Yes.
that series, and then I read her. I can't remember the title. It's about two friends who like ignore their feelings or whatever.
Birthday? No, is that birthday?
No, it's like, but the guy gets in a relationship with another girl, and like,
no.
it's
Oh, yeah, that
messy.
one.
I forgot what it's called. It has like a reddish cover.
That might be in that same series.
Yeah.
I thought it was a different.
Is that book number 3?
No, I think it's like a separate.
Maybe it was the Love Sisters series that it was part. I can't remember. Was one of them like a fitness person?
No, I think I read it so long ago.
I like the Equilibrium books, but the ones that I read were all novellas. So
Inevitable Conclusions. That one.
Okay. Yep. I
did not like. I did not like that one.
I loved that one. I love them all. I'm sorry.
I really appreciate all the insight, but I'm gonna go. So
Oh, you have to go get Morning Glory Milking Farm.
I have to cook dinner, so I'm gonna go. So I can do that. But
All right.
Nice to meet
y'all.
you.
Nice meeting you.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
Princess.
Yes. thank you.
Congratulations, Stephanie, again. I will see y'all later and stuff.
Indeed.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Tilly Cole.
Sorry too. I had to sign off too. I have to go give my dog dinner. She's been a trooper for me.
Okay, I guess.
Steph, thank you for having me.
Yes.
I will get to drag you. I can drag you
Thank
through your
you.
DMs anytime.
That's right.
Yep, you sure can. And you will, I'm sure.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Tilly Cole. I haven't read it.
Yeah, I don't think I've read
Alrighty.
anything about her either.
I remember 1,000 Boy Kisses being talked about all the time, but I haven't read it.
I remember this
I
cover.
read it, loved it, cried my eyes out, and then I was like, okay, maybe I might have been just in my emotions at the time that I read it. I don't think I could do a reread of it now that I've heard like some other people's opinions and things like that of it, or things that I may have missed and didn't. But yeah, so I was just in my emotions at the time when I read that book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know sometimes other people's opinions will like sink in. That's all I see then.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't notice that. Like,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
I try very hard sometimes. Like if I really want to read a book, I won't go read any reviews until after I read it.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read It Ain't Me, Babe, which is the first book in her Motorcycle Club series. I don't love Motorcycle Club. Like, it's funny, we were just talking about dark romance, and I will take a stalker or serial killer, but I can't handle it when Motorcycle Club heroes call the women bitches and stuff. And I'm like, I don't like that.
Right.
But meanwhile, they can be a stalker, and it's fine. So it doesn't make sense. I don't know why.
Her Hangman series?
Yeah, I didn't mind the first book, but it still had a lot of that kind of Motorcycle Club talk that I didn't love.
Right. So, well, since I'm sure everyone has things to do, I'm sure my boys are like, can you get off the internet now? Thank you guys for, hanging out with me and kikiing and doing all the things to
How's
celebrate
it
7
feel
years.
before we get off? How's it feel?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I've been like in a creative slump probably for, well, a massive creative slump for like the last, gosh, like 6 months or what have you. I mean, I really pushed myself to do the whole weekly wrap ups that I've been doing and stuff like that. But I don't know when this slump is going to be over, but I'm still going to be doing those weekly wrap ups and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's a learning process, and you got to find your balance and things like that. There's so many ups and downs. I mean, gosh, when I started, I like didn't even really take off until we like started the group of romance readers that started to build community and stuff like that. And I was really, really thankful for that and stuff like that. And I appreciate so many people in the community and things. And I'm glad for the lasting friendship relationships that I've gained and things like that. So I'm gonna be here. I'm just gonna be carving out my space and talking into the void and doing the thing, going to author signings and events and meeting authors and things like that. So yeah,
Have fun at PolyCon. I'm so
Yes.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I go to something.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Yeah,
I just want to remind you, Stephanie, that these people who try to deplatform you, they don't know your heart. Remember that, right? You know why you do this. And again, you are still relevant on all of the hubs, all of the social media hubs. You are there. I know it's tough right now when you feel like you're, like you said, yelling into the void or yelling into the wind. But please continue to yell, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have found a group of people my age to talk to about romance books and have a community. So please don't give up. Please stay there. We're still here. We love you. And they will find you. As they say back in the day, long time ago, you built it. So they'll come. All right.
Yep. So a PolyCon, I am doing something completely different this year, right? So usually I take books and things like that, but a PolyCon for the last like 2 or 3 years, they've been like, oh, you can't take your book carts. So that was a simple way to like travel your books around and stuff. So this year I decided to make these like stickers. I don't know if you guys can see them.
Yeah.
So they're all like individuals, but they have my logo on it, and then I'll have like the author sign in the white space, and the books that I already have in my library. Since,
it is,
there weren't any signings for like the last 2 years, so I've collected a whole bunch of books that I've like either bought from Amazon or authors have sent to me from my wish list and things like that, that I want to get their signature, but I'm like, when am I going to see them? So I'm just going to have them sign those and then just put them into my books that way.
That is a really good idea.
Yeah, it is.
Lug around all those freaking books.
Yes.
Yep. Because
did they say why no book carts, or they just
so the hotel considers a book cart an actual person, so that breaks into the whole numbers game and stuff like that. So I mean, I get it.
You can't even have the soft-sided ones anymore?
Nope.
Wow.
You have to carry everything. If it's not carried, then you can't bring it. So people lug around like backpacks and suitcases and things like that. I'm like, no, that won't be me. That shall not be me. I'll have a bag, of course, but I'm just gonna have like pages and pages of these. And when I get home, I'll print out my map and stuff like that, so I'll know which authors I need to get and how many signatures I need to get from those authors. So I'll just do it that way.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Well, you enjoy, Steph.
Yes.
I'm excited. And thank you guys for joining me to celebrate 7 years.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Talk to you guys very soon.